This is a test. We're trying to see why we can't connect the YouTube to the StreamYard. It could be, so now we know. So now we know why it doesn't connect. And I wanted to see if I could see you guys on this side. And it looks like it's kind of slowing down. So, and I can't really hear myself. You see how it is? It doesn't seem like it's in real time. So let's go ahead and pop this up. And I'm just running this test just before you guys get on. And it's just excellent connection. I don't even know why it says excellent connection. So this is how it works. So we'll come back on this side, and I can hear myself, but I don't know if you are connected. So it's just live for 55 seconds, and then I'm just going to kind of go back. I want to see what's going on in here. I can hear myself and I can see myself talking, but when I'm on the other side, I don't see anything going on. So let's go back over there and see what's going on. So I guess this is how it is, but I don't want it like this. This is how it is in the StreamYard. It says capture moments and when they happen. I don't even know what they're talking about. So I'm going to put this in here. This is how it was when me and my son was on. And for some reason, it's in real time, but I'm gonna pull down and let's see. Let's see why it's doing that. It's giving me the analytics, and for some reason, it says excellent. Because I don't hear anything. I don't even hear the speakers. The speakers are on. I don't want to end the stream. Let's go back to here. So whatever you type here, you actually can type there, which I'm okay with. And I kind of think I like it like that. But for some reason, it just seems like it's not in real time because I just typed that on the YouTube side. I can see the comments coming in on the YouTube side, but for some strange reason, I cannot see them in here. I'm trying to see if I am muted. It's not showing that I am muted, so that's good. Even though we're not supposed to start at 7 o'clock, I'm just kind of starting it now, just to see, what's wrong with it. I don't think anything is actually wrong with it, but you know how you talk and it's like not in real time. That's what this is looking like. So I'm gonna go back. Maybe because I have too many open, I'm gonna close some of this stuff I have up here. Let's get rid of some of the stuff I have up here. I don't need any of this on. S- And see how it does? It like gives you that record after you do what you need to do. Because I can see whatever I put in right here. I can't see anything that I do on the other side. It looks as if I am recording it, even though it's live. This is live, y'all. I'm still trying to figure it out and trying to see why it's doing what it is doing. It says, "Welcome to XYZ. Make sure you watch your privacy, XYZ." We're gonna go back to StreamYard. So we're back in StreamYard, and basically we're just kind of monitoring what's going on in the StreamYard. And like I said, this chat is about what went on early as far as the streaming went in the Twitter. And right now it's 26:39. So I don't know if I can end the chat and then come back in it, which I'll probably do it. I'll probably end it and then come back in it. So apparently, I guess whatever you type on the other side will come up on this side, which is fine, no problem. Um, but this is not actually supposed to start until 7 o'clock. It's not going to go that long. It's just I just wanted to put something out there in regards to the Twitter and the responses in regards to the Twitter. I mean, those responses were really out of this world. So what I'm going to do is I don't want to end the stream because I don't want it to be as far as concluding the stream. What we're doing in this little 15-20 minutes before we actually do the stream is we're just doing a test. We're doing a couple of tests so I can see what's going on with this thing. So I don't even know if you can hear me or not. I hope that you can hear me. I hope this thing is not on mute. I put this all the way up. I don't have my mic, but it's definitely not in real time. So I'm going to see if it actually carries over to here on the other side. I have no idea because it's not mirroring me on the YouTube side. Like I'm doing stuff that it's not mirroring. It's doing stuff that's on the other side, and it looks like it's just recording it. See, look. Oh, because it's not coming out. See, recorded. So if I look, what I'm going to end the story. Life. 8.6. So it's not in real time. So if I do this, so, so let's do this. So this is what I'm going to do because I had to open this stream in order for the stream to come on over there. So for me to get that one going, I had to. All right, so we're gonna leave it, and in conjunction with the recording on this side, recording also on that side. It's not in real time because as I am talking, then it goes to the other side. So if I have both on, they both talk. You see what I'm saying? So you can't have both of them on at the same time. If I do this one, it's just not in real time. That's all. It's not in real time. Unless I did something wrong. Um, I've got it hooked up to the StreamYard, and it's just going in as live. So what I did was go into the YouTube portion so I could see if it was actually working. As I kind of switch over and go there and I went to the live section, it's like a few seconds off. And when I go in there, it says it's you're live now, and you have excellent connection. So when I go to my podcast, it says something totally different. It doesn't let you do like a real time. It's telling me that I need to upload a video to the podcast. Okay, so again, this is just testing what we're looking at, and we're talking about women and men understanding women, understanding the game. And it's not necessarily a game. And that's what we're going to go into. Okay. Um, so we have maybe 10 or 15 minutes. If anybody has any questions about Sapphire Physician Coding, you guys can ask a couple of questions. Um, Remember that we got that tuition going on for the 199. Those of you who have been laid off or not working, you guys can take advantage of that and look in some of the chats. Like I told you before, look in some of those chats on the YouTube. They're very rewarding. Even if you are not enrolled in a course, you can get a lot out of those chats. So this is not the regular chat. This is actually the chat that's supposed to go inside of my podcast. I'm still trying to figure out how to do that doggone podcast thing. It's asking me to record, and then it says when I'm going to go live. So I don't want to mess with it, and then I'm kind of fumbling with it. This one, we know how to do the StreamYard. We know how to do the streaming for the YouTube. But like I said, I don't know if I switch over, if you guys can actually see me, but I'm switching over and I'm looking at the live stream now. And it says live stream, we're starting now. And it just means that I started early. That's all it means. I just started it a little early. Um, because I was messing around with it so I can see how to fix it. And it's still not fixed to how what I really want it to be, but I did want to kind of touch a couple of bases before we actually started. Um, I put that thumbnail up here because I actually love that thumbnail, especially with that purple on it. Women, men, understanding the game. I'm not gonna start it, but some of you who might already be in, I don't see anybody in, so that's good. You guys are not watching yet. So we had a couple of technical issues to see what's going on, but I don't think that's a big deal. When you're going live. You guys remember when I said this is for all the early people. When you guys do tune in. Um, we want to do Fridays, like a podcast kind of thing for Fridays. But I've yet to try to figure it out. We're still going to try to figure it out. But those of you, like I said, that are on my TikTok, you guys can come on over to Twitter and kind of engage in some of that stuff that we're engaging with. Like I said, we had a wonderful chit chat. Okay. And everybody was actually in on it. And I think it was awesome. I mean, a lot of people that was in on that chat, I mean, they're still in on the chat. I mean, I see them coming in and talking, and I mean, they're still in there, and I think that's fine. They can be in there talking about the chat, talking about what's going on, because it was a conversation that we did lingering off somebody else's conversation. You couldn't tell me in a million years that it was going to last that long. But like I said, this is the thumbnail, and as far as that podcast is concerned, I do not believe that the podcast is actually connected to the stream. If you guys know anything about the streaming, let me know, because I don't know what I'll be doing as far as the streaming. You should see me. I'm like, how do we do this? How do we do that? Um, we I may cut the front, I may not cut the front, but just bear with me with the front of this so we can see what's going on. I still might cut it and bring it down, but it doesn't need to be cut. You guys know me. You know I'm trying to figure this out. And the reason why I did get the StreamYard is to make sure that this thing was clear. And you guys know last time we're just kind of chitter chattering. I'm going to actually start talking about this thumbnail at 7 o'clock. But right now we're just kind of chitter chattering. Um, so yeah, so we want to make sure that this thing is clear. I really hate when I'm doing one of these videos and all I see is static, or it's kind of it's stopping, or it's just not coming through. So I'm very satisfied with it. Today is Friday, and we're starting the 7 o'clock chat. Okay, now this 7 o'clock chat, this is for y'all who are archiving this, because those who might get in a little later, you know, I hope I can see what you guys. I hope my son comes on so he can type something in there and I can see how to respond to it. I can type something on the other one, but I cannot see myself in real time. It looks like it slows down, like if I'm talking right now, and then like a few seconds later, then it picks up. That's weird. So I don't think the connection is in real time, but you should see it. It's like excellent connection, XYZ. Okay, but I still need to see if you guys are typing something in. So I'm thinking that you guys can type something in on the StreamYard. So yeah, so I decided to start it early so I can kind of mess around with the mechanics and see what's going on with it. But as far as I can see, when we flip over to the YouTube, it doesn't look like it's in real time. When it's actually finished, you can archive and review it and see what's going on with it. Okay. So, because I don't think I can start it, I don't think I can restart it, but I can edit. I can edit this thing to what I want it to. So, let me see what's in there. I don't want to click on it. I'm clicking on it. I said I don't want to click on it, but I'm clicking on it. Okay, so that's nothing. I'm still exploring. But again, we had uh, a wonderful engagement on Twitter today, and the reason why I made the thumbnail, women, men, playing the game, is because it was something that was said on Twitter, and we just kind of followed it up. And I mean, everybody was responding. It was amazing. And some people had fun with it. Some people, a lot of people agree. A lot of people don't agree. I'm not going to tell you guys what it is. Go to my Twitter and you can find out what the conversation was solely about. But I am going to talk about it. My Twitter is Lisa Lamb 88628518. Lisa Lamb. So that's at Lisa Lamb 88628518. That's my Twitter. That's Lisa Lambert's Twitter. And let me see if people are actually still responding. People are actually still responding to it. Okay. Right now it's 6:55. I'm not going to repeat it, but I'm going to this is what we're talking about. And this is what we're going over. You have some gentlemen who don't agree, and they go, this is dumb, XYZ. And it was generally a response in regards to someone saying she left her boyfriend because she pretty much wanted a break, and she didn't expect him to find another girlfriend so quickly, let alone get married and have a baby. I'm not going to mention who it is. You got to go on the Twitter so you guys can actually see what it is, see who made the comment. But you know again, there's so much stuff going on in the world today. When you actually have something to engage in, it's just funny, And back in my day, they used to do silly stuff like that. I mean, we did silly things like that. I mean, I can't say she's the only one who did something silly like that. We all did silly things like that. And nobody says that you don't want to be with your male friend. I don't know if it was a game that she was playing, or maybe it wasn't a game she was playing, but I do know that he moved on and had a family. So okay, so right now, I'm gonna type this in there. We're gonna type something in here. Okay, we did start early for technical issues. There were none, but we wanted to make sure. So I just want to make sure that's right. Okay, so I'm typing this in here, and I'm really kind of still testing this thing to make sure everything is okay with it. Uh, okay, so we started early, and it's not quite 7 o'clock yet, but it's almost 7 o'clock. But again, to see so many people respond to this, it was amazing. See, to me, the engagement, the females, and the gentlemen talking was, is, amazing. And I thought that everybody involved was absolutely amazing in giving in their input. um a lot of people do have awesome insight. Some of the answers were crazy. And even, I'm not gonna lie, even some of the gentlemen got a little testy, you know. But you guys know me. First thing I say is, let's keep it clean. Let's keep it clean. And that's how it is. You just want to kind of keep it clean. When we get down to that last 90 to 60, we can do the countdown. It doesn't make any difference, but you guys, it's gonna have already started, so it doesn't need to have a countdown. I like, especially my friend, I don't know what the guy's name is. It's Exhibit or something like that. Not Exhibit. He's on YouTube, and He makes a ton of videos. I love him. And he's always like, make a video, make a video. But sometimes you don't know what to make a video about unless it is about the school, because you guys know my program that I have is for everybody. I'm trying to make that program available for everybody to just take it, because you're basically downloading courses. But again, this is not about that. This is about the Twitter and the conversation that we did have today. I'm just waiting because when you already have it on, there is no countdown. You're just going to kind of pop on. And you guys know I'm totally new at this. So if you guys have already tuned in, you guys know that this is the chat for Friday. This is actually the podcast for Friday. Um, when I go on the podcast, it's asking me to download the podcast first. But I'm not doing all that. But anyway, this is generally about the Twitter. So hi all. I don't know if any of you guys are on here, but I'm telling you, it's so funny because you couldn't tell me in a million years that this thing was going to be a thread of such, say, very, very long thread. Um, One of the things that kind of blew me away was the what do you call that when you refer something to another chat, when you forward it? It's amazing. So let me just say what the response was. So I'm going to backtrack a little bit. So somebody wrote that they were dating a certain person and they decided to pull back, and all of a sudden, this person found somebody else. They got married, they had a baby, forgot all about this person, and she was blown away. Really? So this was the response. Someone else was like, why not, or XYZ, and this is the response. This is what's going on in the thread. And I think it's amazing. You guys know me. I think it's amazing because so many people have responded to this. This is my response. It's an old trick for ladies to see if he really cares and come after you. If he don't, he doesn't care and the game is lost. Then you move on and get the right one. When it fails, okay, you're hurt and say, I wish I didn't do it, but in a long run, you'll be glad you did it. He was not for you. Let me tell you something. That response has carried so far. I'm telling you, if I had not written that, I don't think that many responses would have been there. And some people think, you know, that's a true fact, and some people don't. But everyone's entitled to their opinion on things. Um, there were comments here of here's one. I like this one by Fang. Fang says, that's dumb. No matter how much I care about a woman, I'm never chasing. If she says she wants to leave, all she'll get from me is, okay, cool, it's been real. It's responses like this all over the page, and everybody has been engaging uh, in this thought for a minute. And I think it's wonderful. I think the engagement is awesome because when you engage in something, you get a whole community involved. And that's what this is. This is a whole community involved in a conversation. And there's some people who kind of get lost and just, that's an automatic thing. You kind of fall off and start talking about something else that has nothing to do with it. But, that's not a big deal. Here, I don't know if I replied to this. I think I was replying to somebody else, and this was my reply to them. I agree. There are worse games than this that do not work for most women. Some women are in the dark because they are lost. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, to me, a lot of what was written on my timeline was opinions. Everybody can have an opinion. I don't see anything wrong with that. Um, if you see something, you can say something. And let me tell you something. I think a lot of women that were on my timeline and who probably really wanted to say something, they're afraid to say something because the dudes can be raw in here. If I see somebody kind of like jumping out of line a little bit, it depends on what you say. I'm either going to mute you or I'm going to block you from my page. But sometimes you have some that kind of like fall off the bench, and you just want to say, okay, we all a team here. Just keep it clean, and that's what the gist is. You want to keep it clean. Um, and again, we talk about women insecurities. We talk about men being a little bit more softer with women, and it was like a weight. It was like a weight. It was like an ongoing thing. And I think most of the men that was in this thread, and they're actually still in this thread, I think that they were more understanding. Okay, listen to this one. She's not agreeing with us though. They're talking about me. I'm not agreeing with them. Um, I never said I didn't agree with you. I never said I did. The women have a point and the men have a point. There was one thread where we mentioned, where I said, listen, sometimes what if he really wanted to walk away and he just kind of used that as an excuse? She just lit the fire, that's all. And he just, used it. So, when you see people that are engaging in some of the stuff that they're writing, I don't call it mischief. I don't call it anything other than what it is. Somebody's opinion. You can't backlash on somebody because they have an opinion. Um, when you guys get a chance, go check out my Twitter. I don't know how you can get this thread. Um, But it's amazing. It's amazing how people respond to something. And some people are funny. Some of you women are too grown for this shit. It's just a conversation. But if we are too grown, why are you engaging in it? It's just a conversation. It's not a big deal. The fact that so many men have threaded the conversation is amazing. Listen to this one. Sometimes insecurity makes you do dumb things. You're right. Sometimes women feel insecure and they do dumb things. I'm not saying they, we, us. I'm not just talking about them. And I didn't say it was right or wrong. People have their own opinion about stuff. I'm pretty sure when she did that, because, don't get lost, because I'm pretty sure when she did that, she had no idea that he wasn't going to come for her, or he wasn't going to be like, you ain't caught me yet. Where you at? No, he just when she did the walk away thing, he cold turkeyed, and that was it. I'm not saying nobody's right or wrong. All I'm saying is the games people play. If you know that you can't play with him like that, don't do that, because he ain't coming back. But do you have some that you can play with like that, and then he'll come back at you with the roses and the flowers and the so and so. See, that's probably what she thought was going to happen, but that's not what happened. Somebody was right there and picked him right up, because his little heart that was broken. Somebody was right there, and boom, she caught him at the right time. And what happened? The one who played the game, she was out the door. So that's pretty much, in a nutshell, what we were talking about. This one, I don't like games, and I don't chase anybody that wants me. Um, I wouldn't play with them like that. If she played me like that, she didn't really want them. See, and I agree. Maybe she didn't really want him. Maybe she felt that he really didn't like her. I mean, you have to look at the original post first. Uh, Let me find the original post. Okay, so the original post actually has a person that's on it. So I don't want to say the person that's doing it, but like I said, the original post was about. a person that decided to walk away from another person and was expecting the person to come back to her, but he didn't. He found somebody else. They got married, uh, had a baby, house, happily ever after, in love. So that's actually what happened. Okay. And the person who played the game, holy crap, out the door, on the floor, hurt. Sometimes when you laugh a lot, you really like hurt. So that's what happened. And that's what all of these are for. That's what all of this is for. Okay, and some of these dudes, see, this is what I don't understand about this. I'm not really into this part, but I'm gonna cut this so that you guys don't see all of that shim sham that I had to do in the beginning. So many men have verbally responded, and I think I only had one woman actually voice her opinion and respond. You see, the women are doing the likes. See, look, the likes and the hearts and the likes, and the men are doing the. Look at this. This is the men sitting stuff like this. The women are like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of women. They got hearts all over the place, but they're not talking. The men are. You know what they're gonna do. Look at this one, manipulation. She tried to do manipulation, and I don't know what the character is for. But I guess that's he's telling me that's what it's for. All of these people, all of these dudes are talking to me. So okay, so here's another one. This is manipulative. ASF. I guess that's the curse word. I'm not gonna say it. Sounds like he made the right move. Maybe he did. Maybe he did. I did have one female say, "Why are you on their side?" I'm not on their side. I'm on your side. I'm just not disagreeing or agreeing. There are points when I do agree with them, sometimes when you agree with somebody, just you down. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, you're right. You're so right. Eh, So she said, why am I agreeing with them? I only agree with some of them because they're gonna go on and on. So, oh, here's another one. So see, Tammy's on here. Tammy could be anybody, so I'm not pinpointing someone. And she just agrees. So if we agree, and this is it right here. I'm replying to her right now. Let me see what she said. Let me open it. She's not agreeing with us. She's not agreeing with us though. That's a different one. This is another one that I put in here. If we agree with them, they won't let it go. It will continue. They want to continue to argue, probably prolonging the BS. If we let them do that, then we don't win. Okay, so now let's move on to plan two. So we're not going to spend 20 and 30 minutes with, we're going to argue with the same thing. I mean, I still think it's funny. I still think it's funny. I still think it's funny. So that was my response to her when she said that. Um, okay, so here's Esther. Esther says insecurities. So yeah, we were talking about the insecurities too, and insecurities in women. I mean, all women have some type of insecurities. Okay, I'm not sure if I understand this one. She says it's my fault gang. Now I don't know what she's saying as far as my fault gang. So let's see what's here. Let's see what's here. So I'm not sure who Kai is, but this is the first time I've seen Kai on here, and she's pretty much just responding to the second comment that I made. Sometimes jealousy makes the wrong move. He doesn't come back, and yeah, it's not a good game. Oh, she loves you dearly, but she wants to play the game. Some men, you ain't gonna play with them. You don't got but one time, and you're done because he's not playing. So, girls, don't play the game if you know you're not going to win. Now, I'm not saying play any type of game. I'm just saying before she did that, she should have knew that he wasn't coming back. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? So we gotta stay Stay to the point of the conversation. Because some people done got lost in the conversation and just start talking about, huh? We talking about the girl that left the dude to see if he'd come back to her or whatever, whatever. So, again, it's hilarious. It's hilarious. And I mean, like, if I could, I felt if I could respond to all of this, I would, but I cannot. Um, I have responded to some of it, and it's fun when you respond to something and you trigger off something else. I think it's wonderful. It's so much fun. And they don't know me, but they know me now. I can make comments about certain things and still hold a conversation with it. You see? Beautiful. I think that, again, people can have a conversation about something and still be on the same level. Like I said, and what's weird is that, like I said, the men are voicing their opinion, and the women are doing the hearts, and then your little kissy things or whatever to let you know that they like what you said, and it that tells a story. That tells a story. The story is women sometimes might feel the inferior of the male for fear of what he's going to come back and lash out and say to her. I don't see why you can't just say, whoa, 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 slow your roll. We do not have to go there. This is just a conversation. You don't know her, she don't know you. She has a right to say what she wants to say. Because you see the men, they in there. But the women are not. I might have seen two or three that said a little bit of something. I don't know why I'm whispering. Said a little bit of something, and that's it. You know, Women, don't worry. You can voice your opinion. This thread is still going. It kind of slowed down a little bit. Because I haven't responded. I've been out all day, but I've been able to do my work and still mess with this thing. But I don't think anybody should be afraid to say what they want to say, especially like on Twitter or TikTok or anything like that. I think that it was a good comment. Um, I think that what they are transpiring on my thread is fine. I don't think it's a big deal. So I see the forward on the how come she's not agreeing with us. So when you guys get ready to archive this and that I'm not agreeing with you, it's not that I'm not agreeing with you. I'm not taking any type of size. I just generally gave my opinion as to why she did that. In the old days, I'm not saying now, she looked like she's in the current days. We we played games like that just to see what part he's going to play. In this case, it just backfired on her. That's all. And she just was like, he did not find somebody else, and then he got married and had a kid. So if that's the case, he wasn't yours in the first place. I don't think was preaching the creams in the first place. So what you did might have been the right thing because now you know that he wasn't for you. You see? So in retrospect to this and all of the men, I'm talking to the men right now that are on this thread. And y'all got a lot of words. Y'all got a lot of words. Y'all got a lot of words. No disrespect. Yeah, none of y'all are being disrespectful. So everything is friendly. Y'all know that. Y'all know that. BPTU, Black Phoenix Team Us. Y'all know that. Y'all know I don't play that. But poof, you gone. I don't want you on my page if you ain't gonna be nice. So you never know. You might meet somebody. You might meet somebody. You might meet somebody on this page. Okay. So be nice. But when we start talking about insecurities, there's nothing wrong with that. Men, women are not going to be perfect. They have insecurities. You have to figure out a way. You have to figure out a way to make her feel like she's wanted. Somebody said that. I wish I can find that. I wish I can find that one who mentioned that in here. I can't. It was. Oh my god. This one. Long live Nipsey Hussle. So I guess that's his name. That's the dumbest trick in the book. I don't know how it's the dumbest. I'm not sure what he's talking about. What's the dumbest trick in the book? Uh, I guess he's talking about the fact that maybe it was done. It probably was done out of context. She probably had no idea that he wasn't going to come back. And again, go to my thread. You can see who it is. I don't even know how much true it is. I mean, it could be a fabrication. The guy who we're talking about, the guy is a celebrity. The guy is a celebrity. Okay, the guy is a celebrity. I'm not giving that away. I'm not giving that away. But the guy is a celebrity. All right, and the person that he went with after the prior girl that did what she did, she was actually the right one for him. She was the right one for him. Now I haven't mentioned that on the thread yet, but eventually I'll get to that because I know all the women will be like, this one. I love this one. He says, Hennessy said, y'all too grown to be playing these reindeer games. I use reindeer games. I say that all the time. I do. I always direct it to my sisters when they start their reindeer games. Let's see what this is. Let's see what this is. All right. So that's again. So here, this is the women. This is the women again. Doing the forward, doing the like. It's an old trick for ladies to see if he really cares. That's the gist of it, to see if he really cares. But to me, um, like I said, that's like something old school. Don't do that, because if you do, and he doesn't come back, what are you gonna do? But guess what? If you do it and he doesn't come back, he wasn't for you in the first place. So that's what this was for. That was the gist of it. And the person who started the whole conversation, she could have been real hurt. She could have been real hurt. I'm pretty sure she was. But who knows? There was no other conversation after the comment that she made. So we don't know if she probably already found somebody else. Okay. Like I said, the conversation is about, it's a celebrity, but they've moved on with their life and they are very happy. This one. This is the issue. Communication without blame, disrespecting attitude. It's a team must conversation. So, in retrospect to this conversation, it was somebody who probably said something slick. I don't see his comment, but I'm pretty sure I probably bleeped it out, or I probably banned him from coming on my page, because I don't see that one. But a lot of people like the insecurity one. The insecurity of a woman causes destruction. Sometimes she is not upset, but making up is what she wants because she is insecure with her man. He is clueless, but she is not satisfied with the attention she is getting. She might make up something just because. That was an answer I gave to somebody. Sometimes you don't know. You ever heard that phrase? The best part of breaking up is making up. Maybe that's what she wanted. Maybe that's what she wanted, but it did not go in her favor. It did not go in her favor. And let me tell you something. Sometimes it's You can play the game and you win. The men say, don't play the game. You shouldn't be playing silly games like that. And let me tell you something. Some of the men out there are burnt. And then you have some that go, well, what's she doing that for? Well, my thing is, one of them I got was, I'm just gonna walk away. I'm someone XYZ. If she do that, I'm just gonna walk away. And my answer to him was, why don't you ask her why? You just don't care. Why don't you ask her why? Even if she is playing, even if she is, you know, going too far. And there was so many that was on my page with the, you know, I'm not a lot. There was many. I'm just gonna walk away. If she do it, I'm gonna just say her bye. Go ahead. Yeah, all right. Go ahead. Why? If she does that, why you can't just say why? What happened? Where you going? Not forget it. All right. Okay. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so. So when we put this on there, okay, the gistic of it was the understanding. Okay, the game, understanding the game, and this is like a girl thing. This is not something with the guy. This is like and this is so crazy because one of the girls that were on there, she was like, but that's one of our secrets. Oh my god, I fell out. That's a secret. So you guys actually still do this? No, ladies, don't do that. Don't do that anymore. Don't do that anymore. Just come straightforward. Just be straightforward. Just be like, if it's not gonna work, it's not gonna work. When you go away for good. Or who's that? One of them was like, she said she's gonna take a break, and he come back and he said, "You go ahead and take a break. You're not coming back." I asked her why she needs a break. Maybe she needs a break because you're not the right one. It was so hilarious. It was so hilarious. So what time is it? It's 7:26. So I only planned on to kind of do this for like about 20 to 30 minutes because I have to do chat tomorrow, but that has to do with Sapphire. Okay. So let's look and see. So we have more chats. We have more chats. I mean, this thing has been going on to you guys know I get up early, so I've been up pretty much just 3:30. And usually when I get up, I have my coffee and have my cookie, and then I'm on Twitter until I get ready to get out of here. See, I like this one. Um, you see how the women you see this? This I love because when the women go on, I hope you'll archive this. I want to hear more of the woman's opinion than she just agrees with me. Why do you agree with me? Why do you think I am right? Even though of course we know, because us as women we already know. Okay, so he didn't come back. He moved on. XYZ gone. Of course she was hurt. Of course, we are human. That's like I tell. I don't know where it is. I got so much on here I can't find it. So one of my answers were, of course she's going to be hurt. It backfired. I won't say the joke's on her, but what I will say is that since she's moved on, it's time for you to move on. Forget about it. It's gone. They already had a baby. They're already married. They already got their little picket fence. Don't even think about it. Move on. But if she wasn't thinking about it, she wouldn't put it on Twitter. Okay, but hopefully, I'm pretty sure she's in here because I can't remember who it was. I can't remember who it was, but I hope she's in here. And she could move on from it. All right, so I don't know how he did this. So I got the original message, but this last part was not on here. How did he do that? It said this Igga had a baby and got married. That's all that was on there. And then now I see ladies play stupid ASS games, win stupid prizes. That wasn't there. But again, that she shouldn't do that. She shouldn't do that. I don't know how they did that. But anyway, maybe it was there and I didn't see it. And I just kind of focused on what she said. But don't do that because she waiting in the wind right here. But you never know. Maybe he was not for you in the first place. See, I'm watching the time. That's why I'm saying that in the first place. So you guys, I'm still trying to answer. I'm telling you why I be trying to answer because I don't like for people to send me something and I don't answer. And you see, this thing is just loading, loading, loading. This is all day. I've tried to answer as much as I could, but I can't answer everybody. But everybody did good. I love everything that you guys wrote on here. Um, Let me read Zao real quick. Let me read Zao real quick. If a woman leaves me for no apparent reason and claims to need space, I'm going to assume she was cheating and move on accordingly. And the funny thing is, after he said that, he starts laughing. So you know what bugs me out? How so you as a man, you could move on so quickly like that? You'll have a little spat and she need to step out. All right, go ahead. I ain't fooling with you no more. You know, when she played the game, she had no idea that she was going to lose him for real. And he wasn't going to come back. So, women, don't do that no more. Don't do that anymore. Just break up. Because that gives you time to find somebody else. I wish I could find this one. Somebody said, there's going to be a lot of women out there dying by themselves or something. He should have used the dying part because I think that was a little harsh. But like I said, some women um, are by themselves by choice because the mistrust is already there. He doesn't trust you. She doesn't trust him. So, that might lead to I don't trust you. I don't trust you. You know what I'm saying? And you guys know how that thing is when you date somebody and then they found out you're smarter than them. You guys know I always say that. Then it's a problem. Y'all not gonna get along anyway. So you guys remember, I do the podcast on Friday. I haven't figured out the podcast thing yet. This is going in the podcast. I'm thinking I have to upload it and put it in there. But if you guys want to see that thread, check that thread out. It's almost still on my timeline. I can see them. We're still, talking about the timeline. We're still talking about, see, we're still talking about the situation. And I'm just appalled. Just love how they are interacting with it, because sometimes you see stuff on Twitter and you're like, but then you see things that are engaging. Everybody's engaging in it. The men and the women. The women, I would like for them to give a lot more of their opinion, and the men, they just. The women are like, and to me, see, that's the problem. If you shush and then you want to do the walk away, keep on, he gone. You see? Just like I told him about the thing with Rihanna and ASAP. You see when he jumped and leaped over to his Lady King? She is the leader. She is the Lady King in that relationship. No disrespect. Because he is the sweetest thing. She is the Lady King. Okay, so I'm a few minutes in on this thing. I gotta figure out how to cut it. I'm gonna cut it because I can't wait till y'all come in and get to this thing. Look on the Twitter and see what it's about. And again, women, that's an old school game. Don't do it because the last one who's going to be hurt in that, you are going to be hurt in that. Now, if there's another way that you just want to kind of play with them a little bit, don't do it that way because that one back there, be waiting in the wing. But again, he probably wasn't for you anyway. He wasn't for you anyway. And if that's the case, leave it alone. Leave it alone. As far as you, the men that are on my page, that are on my book, that are sitting up here typing. I'm trying to find the last one. Here go one right here. I like this one right here. I don't know if you know, but adults understand when I need space. This means, and they respect the boundaries. When I need space, I need space. This is a man talking. The space wasn't with the man. The space was the woman who needed the space. So again, this is the men, which we don't have a problem, but it wasn't about you. It was about her. But that's cool. That's cool. And I don't know why RCG Cool is on. He's on every single response. I have no idea why. When I hear space, it's time to move on. I would rather have a breakup with me than give you space. That's me. Maybe she needs a little space. He said, "No, you ain't getting no space. I'm cutting you off." Okay. All right. So let's end this live stream. I'm gonna try to fix the front, y'all. Those of you again who want to go to school, you guys want to go to virtual course, check out my virtual course and some of those chats down there. Again, this is really a podcast chat. I'm still figuring this thing out. You guys know I'm figuring this thing out. Shoot over to my Twitter page and you guys can see this thread. Jump in. I've already invited Twitter to come over and jump in on this. Let me hear what y'all think about the situation with this girl walking away. And when she turned back around, he was already married, had a baby, and nice, big, beautiful home. Um, Demonstrating a book. Okay, I'm just still reading. It's still coming. It's still coming. It's still coming. But y'all know I go to bed early, so it'll be time for me to go to bed soon. But I want you all to kind of jump on over there and check out some of the rest of my videos that has to do with education. But again, y'all know me as a teacher, and I'm telling you, Julio, I hope you're watching this. This is the kind of stuff that I did in my classroom. So remember, Julio, when I have you guys, talking about this, and some of you oppose, some of you are for, some of you oppose, some of you, are for it. Especially that thing we did on alcoholism and parents and the children with the alcoholism. Julio, you remember that? But again, this is what I do in a classroom. With my students, adult college students. That's why this engagement on Twitter, on my phone, stuff I have done already, and I know how to contain that and keep this here, where y'all are not flipping out on each other. But I do want the women to start interacting a little bit more. Let me hear the verbalness of the women, because most of the women are just like, you right, Miss Lisa," and that's it. The men are just shh. But I love y'all too. I love y'all too. So I will talk to y'all later. Let's go ahead and end this live stream. I don't even know how much of a live stream it is because I don't see anything live on here. But we're gonna work it out. I got this thing already in here for an hour. But I'm gonna cut the beginning of it. So and then I may have to then I may upload it again. Okay. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe, watch some of my other videos, and I'll get back. I can't even say it. I'll get right back to you. Don't forget, head over to that Twitter. I'm ending.